isn't there the risk that if Trump says, okay, this is our quadrant, we're going to take care of our quadrant and expand our influence into these two different territories, then that's going to encourage Russia to say, well, okay, so my quadrant is in Central Europe, so I will keep on expanding in Ukraine or Georgia, etc. And then, of course, China with Taiwan. So we all divide up our world in three different influence.
It is a false analogy to equate what the Russians are doing in Ukraine and what China wants to do in Taiwan and U.S. policy. For the simple reason is the objectives and the means and methods are very different. The United States is not out to create hard spheres of influence. We are not recreating the Cold War. We're going to have one big red circle, and that's all our stuff, and the other guys are going to have a big blue circle. The world can't be divided that way. Trump is way so experienced that he knows that's not true. On the other hand, you cannot allow your legitimate national security interests to be compromised by people who are out to get you. There is a perfect analogy between European concern about Ukraine, not just Ukraine, but where Putin might go after that as directly threatening their security, as there is about Greenland. Greenland has only been vital to U.S. interests since World War I. So, and ironically, because you hear a lot of Europeans get very nervous about this, but why is Greenland important to us? It's because Europe's important to us. Because the transatlantic crossing is the lily pads that tie the transatlantic crossing together, which are literally non-negotiable, are Greenland and Iceland. It's always been that way. I mean, during World War II, if we'd lost Greenland and Iceland, we could not have won the Battle of the Atlantic. It was that way when the Cold War ended. It was that way in the 1990s. We never talked about it, and we never did much about it because we never saw a credible threat